I'm glad I'm not the first speaker, because what they told you, I can throw my little notes in my head away. I will tell you the point of view of somebody who lived in this time of Vietnam War, Korean War, and Second World War, after Second World War, behind Iron Curtain. And the name of my little subject will be American Dream. What does it mean? In printing, this slogan came in 1931 by American author. The book I didn't read because I lived this dream. I dreamed this dream for many, many years. For Americans, it's a little bit different because you were born in it. Your life was always way above the rest of the world. Founding father, when they built this country, God really helped them because there is no second runner-up to United States then and now. Through all difficulties and problems which America had, it still was a dream which carried this nation ahead. Name it. Italian dream, yeah, I love spaghetti and meatballs. I love it. Japanese dream, sushi is always in our, but Japan, which lost the war, in 50s developed this generation of young people who wanted to be dressed like Americans, cut the hair like Americans, look like Americans. Conquered country wanted to be like these young American boys who lost lives there, who dropped the atom bomb on it. Why they wanted to be like Americans? Why German kids after Second World War wanted to look like these guys, always smiling with white t-shirts and strange kind of pants, jeans. All over, from France, all over the world, everybody wanted to be like this nation which probably by capita smiles more than any other nation in the world. Then while I will start it from my father, who lived in capitalism prior to occupation of Russia, who used to tell me, one day you will be in America. I said, Pops, tell me something about America. You've never been there. Your uncle was there. I said, what does it mean your uncle? This uncle who lost all his money in Chicago, that was the story in the family. Doesn't matter. America will give you everything. I said, what do you mean by everything? He said, everything means opportunities. The place where you can be what you want to be without any kind of pressure. I said, that pressure will always exist. We had this long conversation. She said, when opportunities are there, you have strong arms and you have a brain, you can use this opportunity. But what father tells you, it's one thing, but I lived in a port city which we had some magazines by sailors who would bring it to Russia. Imagine the country which could arrest you for wrong haircut and pair of jeans. Just to tell you, I bought my first pair of Wranglers. And my mother couldn't understand what it is. I said, Mom, you have to be very careful. Don't abuse it while you're washing it. Anyway, first time when she washed it, I took my neighbor, about 10 years old, I was about 16, and I said, listen, I will give you something equivalent to $1. And while they will be drying on a public balcony, you stay next to them. Don't let anybody see them. I came from work. The kid is not there, and my pair of jeans are not there. Later on, kid comes in and almost crying. He said they came in and they took it, and now they're waiting for you downstairs. And three big, strong guys, they took it and they have it in their Otarian hands, and they tell me, Jack, if you want them back, you have to pay us ransom. And of course, I'm going to my mom, and I said, Mom, I don't have any money on me. Can you lend me some? And I bought them back. That's a little story about Russia. But the music, everything was American, not Italian, French, or night. We would listen to short-waved Voice of America, Radio Liberty from the United States. The news, which were real news. Then society like that, which calls itself equality, liberty, and brotherhood, the closest to this slogan is United States. I will not insult any political correctness if I say that these three words never can be achieved by human being because we're all different. But the closest to this is United States. And there is no second runner-up. And the rest of the world imitating and want to be like us. I don't see any lineups in any other embassies except American to get to United States. I don't see lineup to get to England. You want to go to England, go. But for me, this continuous dreams of America made me to put together about maybe 150, 160 people. We were dressed like Americans, which was constant problem with police. They would cut my pants, and then I had hair, and they would cut piece of the hair in order to ruin it. But from this maybe 175 people alive today, only maybe 60, 70, and I meet them every year. And they live in different countries around the world, but most in the United States. They called us statenicks, because United States of America, on the statenicks walking there, and mother would take a kid across the street, not to be close to us even. Then I came here 51 years, was it 51?
Where did you come from? What city? You never mentioned.
A city. Thank you very much. This is my secretary. Say hello. I came from Riga, Latvia. All these three little Baltic republics were occupied by Russia in 1945. But thanks to this dream, and thanks for veterans who sacrificed, thanks to America who protected world, who gave us a dream, to most of us to come here and achieve this dream and live this dream like all of you. Then in 72, Nixon was coming to Moscow, and the Russian government wanted to show to Nixon that, we will let some people go. I was in a list of about 300 people who were shipped in 48 hours out of Russia, thanks to my secretary and my wife, because she met here Pat Nixon while during her concerts. Pat Nixon was there. She said, there is a guy in Russia who, in Latvia we call it, but it was under Russia, who doesn't need luggage, doesn't need nothing, he just want to go, and so on. And they really didn't give us luggage, nothing. In 48 hours I was on a train, and I was in Europe, and another 3 months in Austria, then another year in Italy. In funny accident, when I landed in Austria, an American embassy picked me up. There was different world. I signed the papers right away to Americans, and all expenses which are spent on me by American government, in the later times, I will pay back, of course. And I went to the detector of lie detector. Machine, they connect me to something, and through Russian interpreter, they say, you answer questions whenever. I answered all the questions, and I stood up, and they gave me envelope. open envelope. There is $10 there. It was done in the American Embassy. $10 there. Old Russian, white Russian interpreter. I tell him, listen, tell them, can I come tomorrow again? And when he said it, the whole embassy was laughing. And you know what they did? They each gave $1, $2, or $5, and I collected like $20. It was $20. I never held American dollars in my hands. Then, American dream. I had 0, and I had 0 of English. You can hear it right now. The 0 still comes through. And we did with Aelita tours of American Army, performing all over the world on US bases. I achieved a lot, not because of me, because I came here with this dream to be an American, to give America my best and take the best out of America. I didn't let my dream down, and America didn't let me down. Then on this note, the dream is alive. We live this dream. God bless veterans. God bless America.